Hello guys, Fix here. Why, quite a long time I don't make a video for my channel. Well, I will make it today. This is a Volkswagen Golf GT. Yeah, it's quite a nice car. Well, if a big problem. I tell you what, I'm in circus with this car. I keep going around. So I will show you quick the problem. This video will be quick and simple. I think probably I know what the issue is, but I'm not sure yet. Because I will explain you in a minute. So the problem is when you try to start a car, so like you can see, you got the glow plug flashing, turn off this, and you got like the message say particle filter, blah blah. Then you will say take the car to the garage, and then you got the engine light on. But actually, if I start the car now, it's off because I try delete the code, but the code don't go away. So in my view, the first thing to do is to check the sensor, and to me this is the sensor fault. So it gets better and better. So I order another sensor. I will show you in a minute the box. So I ordered another sensor for this car, yeah, from Lucas, that's the brand. I fit the sensor, did the adaptation to the sensor, and it's still exactly the same. So that light's flashing and the engine light now is off because I tried delete the code, so it will disappear. But that two lights, the DPF and the glow plug, still in there, so they don't go off at all. I try do a regen, he fails because he knows there's a code in there, and that code should go out, because I got lots of cars before with these problems, and always is that sensor playing up. And this car was before in a garage, and they was doing some messy stuff with the wires. But anyway, so what's happened? I put a new sensor, make the adaptation, and the fault's still there. I can't delete this code. The code is P2002, and it says something about the below something below bank 1 or something like that. I will put the pictures later on the screen, then you can see it. You say two different random things, but that in the end of the code is a short to the B plus. Okay, that's a little bit bizarre. So a short, you know straight away it can be a short in the sensor. So what's happening here? So when I disconnect the sensor, I delete the codes, the glow plug go out, the engine light is out as well. The only light stays on when the car is running is the DPF light. Because I disconnect the sensor and the short circuit is still there, yeah, but is another code come up. So the code will be on after I disconnect the sensor, will be a P0473, and they keep saying the short circuit as well. So what's happening here? I believe I bought the wrong sensor, but the guys I bought in eBay actually. I don't trust much parts from eBay. This did happen one time. If focus exactly the same, a new sensor was like 30 quid. I fit to the car, and the error code never goes away from Ford, never. It stays always there. It's a P2002, exactly the same. So I remember about that mistake. And then I bought a sensor for that focus from scrapyard, and it worked a treat. And the car's still running till today. So that's bizarre. So a new one, it didn't fit to the car. So we give the VIN, we give the reg. Yeah, it works on the car. And then they went up, give the money back, and I keep the sensor, even I put the sensor in the bin, because it's not working. So this one in here now, I will show you what's happening there quick, and I will get a original sensor for this car, because I know it's a sensor, it can be nothing else. The DPF seems fine, the pressure is not too high, and it's 91,000 miles, so the DPF can't be toasted. That's impossible. This girl, she was driving everywhere with the car like that, but then she will leave the car in my house because it's much better get sorted before something worse will happen. So I will show you the parts. But actually, before I show you the parts, so just have a look. So you start the car, so the engine light now goes off because I try reset the code, but the code is still there present, it don't go away. So like you can see, that glow plug light is flashing. If I disconnect the sensor, it stops flashing. So that glow plug is saying is a short circuit to the sensor. The sensors of this car, they play up. So like you can see, it stays like that all the time. And then if you drive more than 10 minutes, like she did yesterday, she drove to home and the engine light come back on, of course, because there's a fault in there. But yeah, so I will show you some bits. Okay, so for start with, you can see some of the wires in here is a little bit dodgy. I don't want to remove now the cover because I will get dirty, but you can see the wires in here is exposed. They're actually okay, only this one is like that, but this one I can repair later when the car is running. But this one, it controls the is connected to the turbo wastegate, whatever they call. So this is the sensor, the new sensor I put it, okay, and the old sensor is this one in here. So that's the one was just let me, yeah, that's the one was on a car, and the one I bought, I'll just go in this place. I think my neighbors will call me crazy because I'm speaking to the camera. So the one I got is this one in here, from Lucas. The problem is, I will show you the pictures in here about this sensor. So on the pictures in a eBay, you can see a different sensor. You can see a sensor similar to this one, and even it says made in Germany or something like that. But the sensor I got is a little bit weird. It says another brand. It's not really Lucas. It says some FE something. Oh, I don't remember. But I will put the pictures, then you can see. It's not really what it was in the picture. So I speak now if the supplier. I think the supplier now is scratching his head because this is not a sensor for the car. Therefore, if you put a wrong sensor on a car, it never will work right. So today I have a donor car, will be here tonight, and I think his sensor is exactly the same as this one. But actually what I want to do is take this sensor, plug on his car, and then you see, if I start the ignition and the glow plug is flashing, I know this sensor is dead, okay? The bad news is if I put this sensor and the glow plug not flashing, so it's something to do else with the car. Probably can be a filter faulty, well, it probably can be, but we never know. My cat won't go outside. So that's why I want to help you guys about this. So I will share with you what I will do. So what I will do now is just try this sensor on my friend's car, then I will let you know the outcome. Even I will take his sensor out and put on this car and see how it goes. Of course you have to do adaptation, but if you connect the plug in here, you should be able to delete the code. The code can still, I remember the Ford Focus 1.6. Probably some people, they remember, yeah, my garage is a mess, I know, sorry about that. Some people know about the Ford Focus 1.6 that this code is exactly the same. It stays there, and you can delete because the DPF is full, or you have some big issue with the DPF. Is two ways to delete that light on 1.6. Number one, people were saying to disconnect the MAF and drive the car around, and then you will be able to turn off the cable, to turn off the code. I tell you what, I didn't do this on a Volkswagen, and I wonder if this will do exactly the same. Not sure. I can probably try in a minute and see. Number two, what I did, this was my way to do it. And some of you, when they will listen this, if you have a Ford Focus with 1.6, if that code don't come out, the P2002, just do this. Invert the pipes. So if the pipes is in one way on the sensor, just turn them around. So swap over. And then you will see, you will start drive the car, and the measurement light will probably goes off straight away. My stepdad car, it did. And you will be able to delete the code. But then if you swap the pipes and put back how they was, of course they will detect it's too much pressure on the DPF, therefore you will have the light on. This is probably what's happened with this Golf. I'm not sure, but I want to eliminate the DPF filter to the side and go from this one first. Because another Golf I remember changed this, the T-Gun, not long time ago, I changed the sensor as well because it was playing up. And actually I did get good sensors and they working fine. So I believe the sensor I bought is not good for this car. And the girl is a little bit sad about the car because she needs the car. Of course, if the people used to have the cars to go work and stuff like that, it's a little bit disappointed if he breaks. I'm trying to do everything. I spent already 6 hours around this car, check the wires, everything come back fine. The flap motor was playing up, but he's okay. The EGR is okay. I don't know where the last time he did the service. It's important to keep a good oil quality in this car, and also the fuel. So yeah, we will try this one first. I will keep you updated. Of course, we'll be all in a video, and then we will see. But actually, I just remember, I will disconnect the MAF, drive the car around and just try it. I don't think will be the same like the Ford, but we never know. So let's see how it goes. Let's see. yeah, it probably was worse. The engine light now is on and the traction control was on as well, so I don't think this helped at all. Okay, so probably don't do that. Don't worth a try, don't bother. Disconnect them off, I mean. Okay, so it's about 6 a.m. Don't know if you can see. And yesterday I went to pick up the sensor in a VW shop, and I will show you the difference. So this is the sensor what is in the car, even it's brake now. When I try to take it off, it just fell to pieces. So this was the sensor, the car didn't do the regen at all, it just give an error all the time. So that's the original sensor the car have. So if you pay attention to the numbers, the new sensor actually it will be different. So this one is 07Z and the new one is 076. The rest of the number is the same, only the letter in the end changed. This one is a B, the other one is a A. So if you pay attention, so just see the sensor, and this is Audi brand. The replacement from VW, so that's the part number in here, you can see. Okay, so they say this was a refresh, this was a change they did for this car and others, because they said they sold a lot of these, and I believe this one is the last one they got in UK for this car. They're waiting for a delivery, they said, but I managed to get one, and actually how you can see the number is different, and that one is made in Germany and this one is made in Malaysia. So this is a straightforward replacement, just you have to adapt to the ECU. And like the guy was saying, they sell lots of this sensor, so this was a issue, this sensor for some cars. And my bad luck is I bought one from eBay and it didn't work right. Even I tried to speak with the guy, he didn't bother. I just request a return and he accepts straight away. So the thing is, the box say Lucas and I got a sensor brand something else. So this one should do the job. So today what I will do, I will have the car in here for repair. So I will put the sensor on, do the adaptation. So I will do this on a video so you can see. And we will see if this will solve our problem, because the car is still in limp mode. The lady used the car for work because she have to, but today I hope it will be sorted, so fingers crossed. When the car start playing up the DPF, I just hope the car don't need a new DPF as well, because this long time was broken. So if this will fail for a long time, probably the DPF will be blocked and you have to be replaced, but I hope it's not the case. So let's see how it goes. It's in. The only thing I notice is it's a little bit thicker, so the screw don't screw all in, see? So let's see how it goes now. I sort this out later. And there's a wire here need to be fixed, I will fix that later as well. So just waiting now for my scanner to start, and then we will reset the sensor. So we have to do some procedure in here. So we will adapt the sensor to the ECU, and then we will put the car in a regen, emergency regen. So I have to drive the car. I don't will be able to film because I'm not allowed to hold the phone and driving, it's a little bit dangerous, but then I'll let you know if it did work fine or not. Okay, so start ignition. So like you can see, wait a second. So like you can see, well, the steering wheel light and the ESP light is on because I disconnect the battery before fit the sensor. So always when I fit sensors like that, I like to disconnect the battery, just in case if something goes a little bit funny. So let's press here Europe, Volkswagen. Yeah, garage fault, so it's still saying. Let's see. Out selection, read. Oh, this will be sorted, otherwise it will need a new filter. That's probably what we'll need. Let's see. So this is a Golf after 2004. The engine is BMN, that one. Okay. Okay, correct. Okay. Sorry about the glare, it's a little bit glare in here for some reason, but let's do like that. That's better. Cool. Yeah, it's a funny story of this car today. So she bring the car, I take her home. She forgot to take me the keys, so I have to come back there for she give me the keys. A little bit stressy. So let's adapt the sensor. So we got the first option in there. So we will adapt the sensor. Yeah, ignition is on already. So, well, I tell you what, the last time on a T-Gun, I didn't do that. I didn't have the scanner yet, and my another one didn't have the option to adapt, and the car is running perfect, no problems. So, well, some of the cars, it really needs to do that, but in this one I will do. No, the engine control module not been replaced. I don't know why he asked the engine control module. Why the engine if the engine control module was changed. Yeah, so the ignition have to go off 5 times. So like switch off, let's continue, and then we have to wait for 40 seconds. Yes, so let's see, now is a new sensor, and let's see if it will work correct, because another one I tried to do the regen, lots of things, nothing did work, the light's still on. Yeah, this is original part, and I hope this will sort it out her problem. We go from there. So this will take a while, so I will do this, and then I will let you know the result, see if it goes success or not. I can't film when you do the regen. I'm very sorry I can't show you that. That's a little bit disappointed, but we will see. Even I'm not sure if this will work or not, if the DPF will be okay. You probably have to be replaced because she's driving quite a long time if the light like that, and we will see how it goes. But yeah, so going a regen before, I was going a regen, and then all the time he fails. He was keeping saying something wrong with the sensor and the problem with the wire in the sensor. That didn't make much sense to me. Well, it's what the scanner was saying, but of course, you know, sometimes if the cars, this is a little bit difficult. I believe the code I got present is P2002, and he keeps saying like a short circuit to plus B. But what I will do, so I will program the sensor and we go from there. This is the first time I have a car, a little bit weird problem like this one. I did replace lots of sensors before, but never see the way this one behaves. So yeah, I have to do this for 5 times. This is what the number 3 already. Let's go quite quick. And yeah, so I will let you know how it went. So let's see. I don't know why I have a bad feeling this time will be success and we will need to put a sensor on it. But oh well, we will see. We come back in a minute. After 46 minutes driving, the lights goes off, the engine light is on because I have to delete the code, but looks like it did work. Right, let's delete that light and see how the car will look like. Yeah, they turn off straight away. So let's go in the scanner now, delete the code, what is left in there, and we should be all good. Just have to go out. Yeah, this thing makes too much noise to make sure you don't forget the bit in the car. So yeah, let's log in now in the car, delete that engine light, and the car is sorted. Look at that. We just need an original sensor from VW, hook the scanner, emergency regen, drive the car for 40 minutes. After 35 minutes, the light goes off straight away. The 2 lights, the glow plug and the DPF light. So it's very good. She's planned to go away on a weekend, so it's good. This car will go in a motorway because he needs. And I tell you what, well, okay, it was a little bit. It wasn't very easy because I spent some time on it. He keeps saying like you have a short circuit. It didn't make sense. So it was something related with the DPF. The sensor, another one was dead because I tried with the regen. It keeps failing all the time. At least this one, if the Volkswagen, like you can see, I didn't start the car yet, but that 2 lights gone. Yeah, that one is flashing because the scanner is doing. Actually, I will stop and I will try logging in engine one, so we will see what code is in there. Trouble codes. Okay, so we got this one in there. Let's try to clear, see if it goes. No codes detected. Before, I can't delete that code at all. No chance. I try to delete it. No chance. It keeps giving error. So it's good news. Yeah, pass, no fault. There you go. I'm happy with that. Yeah, exit. I finished everything. Thank you very much, scanner, for your help. You did great. The scanners actually, they are very good. The Autel ones. They're very good scanners. So what I will do now, just remove this before I forget. And now we will start the car. Voila! Even is more smooth on idling. Tell you what, I'm happy with that. So guys, if you will have a problem like that, I tell you what, it's lots of videos in YouTube, lots of them, but it's not really helpful. And I was scratching my head like, what's happened if this car actually was the sensor. Okay, I bought one in eBay and it was a failure. It didn't work at all. So this one from Volkswagen, it did the trick. It works. Only I have to find now a bolt to put in there because it's a little bit loose. Other than that, it's all good. I will put some tape in that wire over there as well, and I will deliver the car to the owner. Actually, I will text her in a minute and I will say a joke. I will say she needs a new DPF filter. And I think probably she will be almost in tears, but it's just a joke. So I will say to her, oh look, your car needs a DPF filter, no chance, so you can't go away in a weekend. I think she will be sad, but then I will say, hey, your car is ready, don't worry. So if you like this video, please thumbs up and comment the video. If you need any help with something, please let me know, leave a comment, and I hope I covered everything in this video. This is a simple fix, really. You just have to investigate the sensor, try do an emergency regen, go for a motorway, good run, and if the lights still don't go off, and try put a new sensor, will be more cheaper than the DPF. Of course, if you put new sensor and it's not working, then you have a problem with the DPF. Okay, because lots of videos online was saying the DPF need to be changed. Look, it's the original DPF from the car, just change the sensor and everything is fine. Stay tuned for more videos.